Believe that the Clayton House is very haunted, or just you think it's haunted, not haunted?
I think we're haunted.
You saw that, right? I'm not the only one who saw that.
No.
Someone's upstairs. Did you hear that?
I heard.
Hello and welcome to Haunted Arkansas, a series where we go to 10 locations in Arkansas to see if they're actually haunted. My name is Gavin Webb, and this is my crew Emily Ruckman and Michaela Carricker, and for our first episode, we traveled to Fort Smith, Arkansas to investigate the famous Clayton House. The massive Italianate-style home isn't just a staple to the town of Fort Smith, but a well-known building to paranormal investigators all over. Multiple internet videos and TV shows have been filmed here, most have an experience of their own. But before we go any further, I'd like to quickly go over the history of the home itself. This massive home had its beginnings as a Sutton mansion, built in 1852. Then 30 years later, after serving as a Union Army hospital where people would quarantine during the Civil War, William Henry Harrison Clayton would purchase the home.
The Clayton family came to Arkansas during the American Civil War. The brothers William Henry Harrison Clayton, Powell Clayton, and John Clayton were soldiers in the Union Army who came through here. And, you know, as a lot of Union soldiers did at that time in our history, they kind of looked around and went, this is kind of a nice place. So they ended up settling here after the war.
The Clayton family were very well known in not just Fort Smith, but the state of Arkansas and Oklahoma as a whole. The four brothers, Powell Clayton, was a governor of Arkansas from 1868 to 1871, then became the U.S. Senator from 1871 to 1877. But his governorship was marked by controversy, including accusations of corruption and the Brooks-Baxter War, a political conflict over legitimacy of the state government. Thomas Clayton was a lawyer in Pennsylvania and wasn't a figure in Arkansas history, but John Clayton, twins to William, was an Arkansas politician and sheriff of Johnson County, but was assassinated in 1889 during the contested election for the U.S. House of Representatives. Then there was William Clayton, the owner of the home that rests in Fort Smith and is now known as the Clayton House Museum. He was a U.S. attorney for the Western District of Arkansas. He was a key figure in bringing law and order to the region and served as chief prosecutor for a judge that we'll get into later. But also William's wife, Florence Clayton, was very important as well, as she helped females get into schools in Arkansas and Oklahoma and built multiple libraries in the area during the late 1800s. The Clayton House has been used for multiple reasons: a home, a store vendor, a medical clinic, a quarantine clinic, and even a boarding house before it was turned into the museum it's known for today. I wanted to sit down and talk to one of the workers of the Clayton House to get the inside scoop on why the house could be so haunted and who might be haunting the grounds.
Can you give us a brief history breakdown on the building and why you think it could possibly be so haunted?
Sure. So we have history going back to 1852. We were a hospital during the Civil War period, and then we are known as the Clayton House because we were owned by William Clayton and his family, who was, of course, the chief prosecutor for Judge Parker.
Do you think that's why it's haunted?
Yes. I've had interactions. I have had strangers and people that I know very well come and tell me experiences they've had, and some of them I've had too. So
there's been multiple investigations in this house. Can you give us a few investigations that are like the most popular, the best rooms with the best sightings in it, what they found, just like the most popular findings in these investigations?
Sure. So almost every room downstairs can provide some story we've had, but my personal favorite would have to be we have a nurse that is seen in this room and also in the dining room. I have interacted with her, I believe. She would probably have been from the Civil War period because where she's seen is where we were, the hospital. And then, of course, we have a woman in white seen upstairs that we believe is a local woman who donated quite a bit to the Clayton House over her lifetime. She's been seen usually looking out one of the upstairs windows. She's also been seen in the house by people in the house. And then, of course, we have a gentleman who is seen in the study. Sometimes he's walking back and forth from one door to another. And I have actually heard him walking around in the room.
Do you believe that the Clayton House is very haunted, or just you think it's haunted, not haunted?
I think we're haunted. I think we get blown up a little bit online, and some of that isn't accurate. It's strange because you might go 6 months and nothing happens to you in this house.
Yeah.
And then the month after that, something might happen every day. It's completely unpredictable. It doesn't seem, like I said, it seems like sometimes nothing is happening and then everything is happening.
Yeah.
So
next question is, what's your personal experiences in the house?
So I have had the joy of being the only one here alone and hearing people walk around the house. I have seen figures in the dining room multiple times over the years. I've heard things moving around or left a room and come back and things were moved around and I didn't hear anything. I have seen people walking up and down the stairs when no one else is in the house.
I got one more question.
Of course.
So one more question is, what room is the most haunted in the Clayton house?
The dining room.
The dining room?
Yes, so that is where I've had the most experiences. We've got just stories of things that have happened in there. The door that is the servant's door likes to open by itself at 2 o'clock in the morning. We have what I would call a reliable witness. One night the door popped open, we have a security system, and when the officer responded, he actually thought he heard people moving in the house that were not responding to him, so he called, I guess, for another car. By the time that car gets here, my director is here. She just lives across the street. So no one could have gotten out of the house in that time period because all the doors were still locked. She takes them all over the house. There's no one in the house. But that officer was absolutely sure he heard multiple people in the house. It wasn't like one person. He thought there were multiple people trying to hide in the house.
So here's a quick breakdown. Jennifer mentions a few spirits are well known in the building. The Claytons, a nurse in the living room and dining area, a lady in white on the second floor, and a male figure in the stairwell. But reports from other investigators and even staff say there's multiple more. Spirits of children roam in the halls, and also Judge Parker, also known as the Hanging Judge, a well-known man in Fort Smith history. The reason Parker could be haunting the museum is because Parker and Clayton were close. They worked together as Clayton was the federal prosecutor in Parker's court. Together, they would sentence 160 people to death. 79 of the 160 were actually executed by hanging. Since this is episode 1, I wanted to do a quick breakdown on our equipment, what each item is, what they do, and explain how they work. First is our Phasm GoPros and lights by Ghost Stop. These 3 cameras shoot in night vision/infrared, and the blocks attached under them, the Phasm lights, help brighten up the night vision so you can see more clearly in a farther distance. Then we have the popular EMF, measuring changes in the electromagnetic fields. Spirits are known to use energy to communicate, so if there's change in the electromagnetic field, this device will spike, meaning a spirit is present. Next is the SB7 Spirit Box. Spirit Box works by rapidly switching through radio frequencies. This rapid switch creates a constant stream of static, allowing spirits to impress their voices or words onto specific frequencies. This is so we can communicate and hear what they are saying. Next is the Ovulus. This device works by detecting and interpreting environment changes. It essentially translates the environment changes into words or images. It has a dictionary in the device, so the spirits can pick from it and try to communicate more clearly. This is a cat ball. Once turned on, it'll light up when someone touches it. A REM pod works by creating its own electromagnetic field and reacts to shifts in temperature or energy. Lastly is our SLS camera. The camera projects infrared light and then analyzes the reflected light. The reflected light to create a 3D model of the environment. We start our investigation of the Clayton house at 11 p.m. and go to the main living room area to see if maybe we can get in contact with one of the Clayton family members.
All right. If there's anybody that wants to come talk to us, you can come down and press that little red button in the middle of the floor. Makes a really cool sound. Or this device in my hand you can speak through. Has a dictionary in it. You can come and speak through it. Slower. Remove. Do you want us to remove the REM pod? Would you like us to introduce ourselves? Alright. My name's Gavin. I'm from Alma, and I just came to visit the house. It's a beautiful house. Would anybody like to come in this room and talk with us? These are my 2 friends. This is Emily and Michaela. They're from Oklahoma. We know this house has a little history with Oklahoma.
You said remove earlier. Is there something you would like us to remove from the room? Or something that you don't want in the house at all?
Do you guys want to talk to us in a different room?
In this moment after Emily asks,
Do you guys want to talk to us in a different room?
we hear what seems to be a click noise coming from the woman's parlor, which is right across the hall. So we decided to move the investigation into the woman's parlor where Mrs. Clayton would hang out.
Are you in here?
Is that you? It sounded like it was upstairs.
But definitely.
That was not like a squirrel.
Yeah, that's too heavy.
This is very interesting as we heard someone walking in the room above us. This isn't one of us because if you look at both camera angles, everyone is standing still and you can hear the floor above us creak. And remember, the only people in this house is us. No, that was upstairs.
Yeah, definitely. Are you telling us you want us to go upstairs?
Upstairs? That's
right above us.
That's not like little footsteps like a squirrel. That's like us walking.
Someone's
No, that wasn't squirrel. Someone's upstairs. Not even 30 seconds after the first pair of footsteps, you can hear a second pair right in the room above us.
Are you telling us you want us to go upstairs?
We are warned about squirrels running on the roof, but these footsteps are heavy and we aren't even close to roof level. But also, right after hearing them, you see an orb float into the living room area coming from the stairwell. We decided to take the Ovilus upstairs with an EMF to see if we can communicate or catch whoever's walking upstairs. None voice divided.
None voice divided.
Necessary. Divided necessary?
Are you saying that you're not going to talk to us if we're all together? Do you want us to separate?
Didn't you say it was like they put walls in or?
Yeah, these used to be apartments. Finish. Value. Threshold. That's a bedroom.
Isn't that old ceiling?
Magic fresh. Here, you hold the Ovilus.
Magic Fresh Day?
Oh my gosh. Look where we heard the footsteps right here.
She says this is like what the Clayton, the daughter's friends would look like.
Are you sitting down?
Debbie Begg? Truth.
We all hit the footsteps right here though, right?
Yeah. Definitely in this room.
Oh.
Got.
Debbie Begg, Truth. God. God, Jupiter syllables. Feeling cook. Feeling cook.
I definitely feel like that hairs on the back of my neck are like sticking up right now in this room.
Yes, definitely in this room. Like, just. What'd it say?
Poem blind. The upstairs is a very interesting part of the house. We went to the room that was right above us when we heard the footsteps, and in the corner of the room was a mannequin, and this room belonged to the Clayton's daughters. This room seems to be the most active, as it has a different feeling than the rest of the house. My hairs on the back of my neck are like sticking up right now in this room.
Yes, definitely in this room.
Also, the ovulus is very active, as if someone is trying to communicate with us by saying Debbie beg.
Debbie beg?
And after Emily repeats what the ovulus just said, it responds with truth. This room seems to be the most active as of right now, so we went downstairs to get the SLS camera to see if we could catch the person messing around in the room. Check this out.
Oh, whoa.
It's on the chandelier. Oh.
Now it's like climbing upstairs. And it's gone. Oh, it's back.
Are you on the chandelier? I see you up there. How about you get off the chandelier and come talk to us? Said mop? You want us to mop the floor? This is also very interesting, as when we pulled the SLS camera out, we caught a child figure on the chandelier, then climbed on the ceiling, then back on the chandelier. I asked Steph about children's spirits in the house, and they said multiple guests and Steph has seen children roaming the halls downstairs. Also, when I asked it to come down to speak to us, the ovulus said mop. How about you get off the chandelier and come talk to us? Said mop? Is this the spirit of a child joking around with us, saying they won't come down unless we mop the floor?
Are you watching us?
Scratch. Scratched. Children.
Children.
Is it scratch? Scratch.
Constant. Safe. Shown.
Constant safe show.
We heard you here earlier. Stomping around. Are you still in here?
It sent up right as I was looking at my finger.
Sun.
Sun. Cube?
Are you talking about the light on the camera?
While upstairs, the ovulus says sun and cube, referring to our phasm lights that we have on our cameras to give us night vision.
Sun.
After it says this, our GoPro filming the stairwell's phasm light shuts off. When trying to review the footage, the video file was corrupted, which means the file will not open or can be watched. It's as if someone doesn't want us filming the stairwell or downstairs at all. So I used a file repair tool so I can uncorrupt the file so I can see what really happened. I'd also like to mention that a normal charge on a phasm light has lasted me 3 to 4 hours, and we never leave the house without making sure the lights are fully charged, as they are very important to an investigation. Also, this is the same location where we caught the kid playing on the chandelier and crawling up the walls.
Describe it as
Camera freaks out every time it sees the US.
Whoa. I just got a figure in the doll.
Oh.
Are you messing with the doll? It is a child. Is there a child up here? You want to come play with us? It's at the doll. It's at the doll. It just moved towards Michaela.
I just heard a knock in the room behind me.
It's right there, and then it moves beside Michaela. It's sitting in the chair. Where's the EMF? Are you sitting in the chair?
Did you just make it go red? Can you do that again?
There's another one like right beside Michaela behind her. And it disappeared.
Can you come up and touch this device in my hand?
Is it cold?
I'm freezing.
Dude, I'm burning up right now.
Like my knees are cold. Like it's like a breeze on my knees.
Oh my gosh.
Come up and touch the device in my hand.
It's touching the device. It's touching your hand. But it's not. It's not. I wish I could show you right now. It's not. Dude, I just got chilled. What did you say?
Oh.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's gone. I have to pull up the recording. It turned into a doll, and it just covered the whole screen with like sticks. Like it was no longer just a figure. It was
Like mass all over the room.
Yes. This is an absolutely amazing SLS capture. Beside the closet door sits a doll that actually has history on its own and never belonged to the Claytons. This doll dates back to World War II and comes from Nazi Germany. The owner of the doll's name was Etta, and she came to America to escape Germany during World War II and moved to Fort Smith. The doll even has a Star of David on the back of its neck. This doll was donated by Etta herself to the Clayton House Museum. But I also want to bring up the second figure we saw behind Michaela that came from the other room. The reason we know it came from the other room is because we asked if they want to come play, and then Michaela heard something in the other room.
I just heard a knock in the room behind me.
This figure also is close to the doorway. But also the figure attached to the doll shoots all over the screen and also gets close to Michaela as she says she gets cold out of nowhere.
I'm freezing.
Dude, I'm burning up right now. We decided to do one more quick SLS camera sweep in the room the second figure came from.
Go in that room behind us because I heard a knock, like a straight up like.
There's someone right there.
Okay, now it's focusing. It wasn't focusing.
You don't have to be scared. We don't have any bad intentions at all.
It's gone. Now it's by your leg. It's like it's moving. It's going this way. Like it's trying to get us into the room.
No, I heard a noise in that room. Oh my gosh! Like.
Oh.
Said us.
Yeah, it said.
Like there's multiple kids in here.
That she said that like 8 to 10 people used to live in one apartment in the room we're about to go into.
You want to come touch this black box real quick?
Oh, there's children stuff in this over here.
There's like I can't even describe like.
It literally, when she was trying to
It's like
do the EMF, every time you got close to it, it like
dodged it, and now its legs are like on the ottoman in front of you.
it's like doing the wiggle.
It's like propping its legs up. Are you in the corner?
You guys like messing with us?
Dude.
I got that on me.
As soon as Emily asked,
You guys like messing with us?
the SLS camera crashes. It's interesting because every figure we've caught seems to be childlike, propping their feet up as they sit on the couch. Small figures walking beside Michaela try to get into the room with all the toys, even the figure attached to the doll. The Ovilus is also very active in these two rooms. We decided to end the SLS session there and leave a GoPro upstairs pointing towards these two rooms. This is also the moment we figured out the stairwell GoPro light has been shut off. Yo! Come here. Come here. Come here right now. The GoPro's light's off.
Oh.
Why is this light off but that one's on?
Sounded like something was walking behind me.
Like, these are This is dead. These are dead.
It shouldn't be dead yet.
Look.
It's only been a few minutes.
This is a very good question. Why did this Phasm light die before the one in the living room? They both are set to the same lighting settings and were turned on at the same time. After this, we went to our home base, which is a separate part of the house you can only get to by leaving the museum. But we left the upstairs camera going and left the Ovilus on downstairs. So while everyone is out of the museum part of the house, the Ovilus starts speaking to itself. Walk, legs, coins, Walter, medicine, day, substances. All the words in this conversation. What do most of these have in common? They're all somehow related to the medical field, and if you remember, this used to be a Union Army hospital before the Claytons moved in. The Ovilus is currently sitting in the living room area, where people have reported seeing the spirit of a nurse from the hospital years. Could this be the spirit of a nurse trying to talk to a patient named Walter? 10 minutes after the Ovilus had a conversation with itself, we came back inside and kept hearing the upstairs GoPro beep. So Michaela volunteered to go up alone since the Ovilus said divide earlier when we were upstairs, meaning we should split up.
I think the camera's still on. And the light. Still recording too. I just felt like something behind me. I don't know how to explain it, but like I just like felt like I got like I'm sweating right now. Like I felt something just.
Here.
Okay.
Here, the Ovilus.
No, I was fine. I was fine until like I got like halfway down the stairs and like. It's on the stairs. That's definitely the stairs.
After Michaela got the GoPro from upstairs, she said she felt something up there with her, so she rushed down. At first we thought maybe it was just out of fear since it was dark, until we heard someone walking on the stairwell.
On the stairs and like.
But also, not even 2 minutes after this, I stepped out of the room to speak to the supervisor of the museum, whose office is across the whole building outside of the museum area. And Michaela and Emily, who stayed in the museum with all the lights off, start seeing shadow people in the stairwell.
You were like, I'll go up there by myself.
I was kind of hoping to. I was kind of hoping. I was like, yeah. Well, I was walking up there in the mindset like,
Oh my.
I'm giving it what it wants.
I'm telling you right now, someone's walking in that room.
I didn't want to freak you out, but you see that? You see how the light's moving? And it's not us. No, Gavin's in the other room. And it's not cars. Somebody just walked by, like a shadow on that wall. You saw that, right? I'm not the only one who saw the shadow.
No.
Trembling.
And
Okay.
something is, Michaela, I'm telling you right now, something walks past that room.
I wish we had the camera pointing on that wall.
Okay, he's walking.
Okay, Gavin, when you were in that room,
Oh my
we saw the
gosh.
shadow walk around
This wouldn't be their shadows, as there's no light behind them. You can also hear some footsteps in the hallway.
on that wall. You saw that, right? I'm not the only one who.
But also, there's random orbs of light that move very weirdly, going in and out of the room, going behind the furniture, and even behind Emily and Michaela.
Gavin's in the other room. You see how the light's moving?
But right before Emily and Michaela see the shadow go down the stairs, we hear a distant male voice.
I was kind of hoping.
I can't really tell what it's saying, but when I raise the volume up, it kind of sounds like "Here I Come."
I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping.
With all this activity in the stairwell, we decided to do a REM pod session upstairs in the middle of the hallway between the 4 rooms. Alright. Is there someone upstairs that wants to talk to us? We've been hearing you all night up here. I heard you in there. In the kids' room. How about you come out and meet us in the doorway? I'll be honest, after we heard what sounded like scratching, we sat there for 20 minutes and caught nothing until I stood up and looked into the room where people have reported seeing an old lady. I saw that. I see with my own eyes a light coming from the mirror, and you can see it on camera too. If I slow down the footage, you can see an orb of light coming out of the mirror. With the upstairs being quiet now, we went back downstairs to continue with the REM pod session in the dining room, but first we want to do another quick Ovilus and SLS camera sweep of the first floor to see if the spirits upstairs really did move downstairs.
While you're here, can you tell me why you're stuck in the mirror? I just saw you on that stairwell. Can you come in here?
Just come in here and hang out with us.
Oh, I see you sitting down. Holy crap. I've never seen... You see that old black speck?
That's weird.
So everything's colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see you sitting in the chair. You trying to
We're trying to leave?
show us where to go?
Should we follow you?
Show us to the door.
Are you trying to show us that you want us to leave? Are you... Whoa, it's climbing.
And it's gone.
Is it trying to like show us like go? Oh, it's back in the chair. Did you just hear something in there? I just heard a tap. We're in the dining room. Do you smell that? It smells good.
That's weird.
It smells like a steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Questions. Mostly. Expect.
Do you hear that?
Dude, it's spitting. The Ovilus is spitting right now.
Across. Central. Symbol. Atom.
Did it
Dude.
shut it off?
No way.
When we went into the dining room, we smelled something like a steakhouse. Interesting, because earlier we got cook over the Ovilus.
Feeling. Cook.
But then after we acknowledge that, you see this very bright orb go from where we saw the figure climbing up the wall to the Ovilus, which is sitting in front of the mirror across the room. Then, as soon as it gets close to the Ovilus, it starts speaking.
Questions. Mostly. Expect. Across.
When we walk back into the room, the spirit actually shuts off the Ovilus.
Did it shut it off?
No way.
We decided to start the REM pod session in the dining room since it seems to be the hotspot.
Hey, put it in the doorway.
Sounds. Oh.
Are you coming in to eat dinner?
Is everybody coming in here for dinner?
Oh my gosh, that's a bird chirping.
The bird.
Oh.
Can you make that go off again? It's a
always as soon as you put it down, it starts spazzing out.
It like stopped for a minute.
It's a crazy noise. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You hear that? Alright, ready? I want to see you. So the test is, we're going to see if it's us triggering it when we turn it on. So like,
It didn't do that before. It completely
Okay.
stopped.
it's toying with us again.
It could just be messing with us again, honestly.
Can you do that again? I heard you over there.
We hear you.
I heard you over there.
We hear you.
Is it too close to like? What if you set it down?
Put it right here.
Someone on it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's like toying with us and then runs back to the back of the room.
I know. Now it's not going off at all when we turn it on.
Here,
And we heard that noise in the
messing
back of
with
the room.
us.
No.
What is it doing?
What?
Okay.
I just said that.
You just did the same thing, did you not?
Yes. It didn't do that. I just did the
It's
same.
not,
Okay, it hasn't done that whenever we've done it.
it's toying with us. It literally is toying with us.
It's 100% just messing with
Are you messing with us?
I just did that.
Because I think it's really funny. Can you do it again?
Please.
Do you just like messing with Gavin?
Dude, I was stomping right there too with it. It wasn't going off, but when you stomp, it goes off. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. I heard it like.
It like ran into the hallway. Hold on. So the back, right here, is...
The cat ball.
The cat ball just.
It seems whatever is in the room with us is messing with us. We tried turning the REM pod off and back on 4 times to see if it's just a device. Since we know when a REM pod's battery is low, it'll do something like this. But Emily did the same thing Michaela and I did, and it didn't go off. But also when Emily asked,
Do you just like messing with Gavin?
you can see a little orb float around my legs. Also when I'm messing with the REM pod, it sets off the light up cat ball, which can only light up if someone touches it. Hold on. So the back, right here, is...
The cat ball.
The cat ball just.
Is this a spirit of a child from upstairs thinking it's playing a game with us? Are you ready? No. For the final part of our investigation, we decided to pull out the SB7 spirit box and do 2 spirit box sessions, one in the woman's parlor and one upstairs. Is there anybody here with us? You're gonna have to speak up. You're gonna have to speak up. What's this? Oh yeah. Is Miss Clayton here? No, I heard Gavin. Did you hear that?
I heard it sounded really like it from my.
It sounded like Gavin. A very bone-chilling capture from the spirit box, as a male voice just said my name after I asked if Miss Clayton was in the room. Are you still here with us? I heard it. Who's here with us? Huh?
You sound like you just said this is. You just asked me this is.
Is Mr. Clayton here? Is there a nurse in the building?
It just got super hot over there. Like it felt like a heater turned on over me, and I did not like that.
Put that camera over there. Are you in that corner?
It was like hot breath. Just like, oh, I can't like it. There's no vents either. Like,
You want to talk to this? I'm gonna turn it back on. Is Judge Parker here? What are you doing? Can you tell us where you're at? Do you want us to leave? I heard yes.
I heard this.
I heard I'm stuck. Are you stuck? We're about to leave. You got any last words? I heard bye.
With an amazing spirit box session in the women's lounge, we headed upstairs one last time to do one more spirit box session.
Alright, ready?
Should we sit down or should we sit down on the floor?
No, I don't want to sit down. Last time we sat down, it was awful. Is Agnes upstairs? Where are you at, Agnes? Are you behind me? Are you behind me? Is that your doll in there? Is this a doctor's office? I think we're about to head out. You got anything left to say? I heard stay out. All right. Let's pack up.
It was truly an honor that we got to investigate the Clayton House. It is an amazing museum with rich history and paranormal. From the spirits of children messing with us, to Judge Parker talking, shadow figures walking around,
It's not us.
and spirits remembering our names. This building is one of a kind and is truly haunted.